The afternoon sun rested softly over the hospital courtyard, warm and bright, yet the atmosphere felt heavy, almost breathless. On a wooden bench beneath a faded blue umbrella sat Marcus and Talia Rivers, their hands intertwined in silence as they watched their little boy, Rowan, 5 years old, curly hair, a smile that used to light up rooms. But now he sat quietly in his small wheelchair, staring down at his motionless legs, legs that had once carried him across playgrounds, beaches, living rooms, until a sudden nerve disorder stole that freedom overnight. They tried specialists, treatments, therapy, every hopeful promise modern medicine could offer, but each attempt led to the same painful answer. There's nothing more we can do. Even under the glowing sun, life felt unbearably dim. Before we continue, if you believe in kindness, miracles, and the power of humanity, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel HOA Chronicles. Your support helps us keep stories like this alive. As the day slowly drifted on, something unusual caught Talia's eye. From the parking lot, a small barefoot girl, no more than 7, approached quietly, almost as if trying not to disturb the world. Her name was Mara, though no one there knew it yet. Her yellow dress had faded to a dusty beige, sleeves torn, hair tangled from nights spent sleeping on sidewalks in cold concrete. But her eyes still held warmth, a softness untouched by hardship. Clutched in her hands was an empty paper plate, the only thing she carried, the only thing she owned. A receptionist tried to stop her, but Mara continued forward with a timid determination. Stepping slowly toward Rowan, Marcus stood, unsure whether to intervene. But something in the girl's expression made him pause. There was no fear, no boldness, just a quiet innocence shaped by pain. Mara approached Rowan as if he were fragile glass. She knelt beside his wheelchair, looked directly into his eyes, something even adults struggle to do, and gently placed her small, dusty hand on his cheek. Her touch was barely there, but Rowan reacted as if a calm breeze had swept through him. Talia gasped. Marcus froze. The courtyard fell silent. Mara's hand trembled, yet her eyes were full of a compassion far too deep for her age. And then, Rowan's fingers twitched, just a tiny movement, but enough to make Talia's knees weaken beneath her. Then Rowan lifted his hand, slowly, shakily, and placed it over Mara's. For the first time in months, Marcus dropped beside him, tears filling his eyes. Talia covered her mouth, unable to speak. The doctors rushed out, performing tests, checking responses, searching desperately for explanations that didn't exist. Because Rowan wasn't just moving, his nerves were reawakening. Every minute brought a new shock, a finger curl, a wrist lift, a stronger grip. It was as if his body suddenly remembered how to live again. Meanwhile, Mara stood quietly in the corner, holding her little plate close to her chest. She didn't smile, didn't speak, didn't step forward. She simply watched Rowan with cautious hope, the kind of hope held by someone who never expects good things, but still dreams of them. When the doctors finally stepped back, speechless, one truth remained. Something extraordinary had happened, something no one could explain, something that felt like a miracle. Marcus and Talia turned to thank Mara, but the little girl stepped back nervously, as if praise was something she had never learned to receive. Talia knelt down and pulled her into a gentle embrace. Mara stiffened at first, then slowly, finally, she leaned in, trembling with exhaustion and emotion. Marcus placed a warm hand on her back. In that moment, 3 broken lives, Rowan's, Mara's, and the parents', felt connected in a way that defied the world's logic. As the sun dipped lower, bathing the courtyard in gold, Marcus and Talia made a silent decision. Mara would not spend another night on the streets. Not tonight. Not ever again. They brought her home, gave her food, a warm bath, clean clothes, a soft bed, but most importantly, they gave her something she had never truly had, a family. In the days that followed, Rowan's strength returned faster than anyone expected. Therapists watched in awe as he regained abilities they believed were gone forever. Mara, shy and quiet at first, slowly blossomed. She began to smile, to laugh, to speak more, to trust. She found safety, and safety allowed her to grow. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to HOA Chronicles so we can keep bringing real stories of humanity and hope to the world. Before you go, tell us in the comments which moment moved you the most. As weeks passed, one truth became beautifully clear. Sometimes the most forgotten souls carry the greatest light, and sometimes the smallest hands spark miracles the world has forgotten how to believe in.